Hello, this video is to help explain how to calculate molar mass of compounds. We'll have several examples for this. The first one is a simple one, CH4 methane. Now the process is the same for each compound. First of all, you list out each element that is present. We have carbon and we have hydrogen. Next, we indicate by looking at the subscripts how many of each atom, how many atoms of each substance there is. Since there's no subscript there, we only have one carbon, but because of that 4, we have 4 hydrogens. We then multiply each of those numbers by the average atomic mass of each element as found on the periodic table. When we look on the periodic table, we see that carbon has an average atomic mass of 12.011. Remember, when you read the average atomic masses from the periodic table, you always round off to 2 places past the decimal. So carbon rounds off to 12.01, and hydrogen rounds off to 1.01. That's 7 changing the 0 into a 1. So that's 1.01. We multiply them out, we get 12.01 there. 4 times that is 4.04. And then the last step is simply to add it up. Here we have 5061. So the molar mass would be considered 16.05. The format that you should always write molar mass out into is as an equality. So we say 1 mole of methane is equal to 16.05 grams of methane, because molar mass is equal to the number of grams of a substance equal to 1 mole of that substance. Now the next example we're going to look at is a bit more complicated. It is aluminum sulfite, an ionic compound. So we're going to look at this again. We list out each substance presence. We have aluminum, we have sulfur, and we have oxygen. Now, according to the subscripts, we have 2 aluminums. Since this sulfur is inside parentheses, this 3 distributes into each of the things inside. So we have 3 sulfurs and 3 times 3, 9 oxygens. Again, we multiply each of those numbers by by the average atomic mass of each substance. For aluminum, it is 26.98. For sulfur, it's 32.07. And for oxygen, this rounds off to 16.00. So aluminum is 26.98. Sulfur is 32.07, and oxygen is 16. We multiply those numbers out. This time the calculator would come in handy. We have 26.98 times 2. We have 53.96. 32.07 times 3 equals 96.21. And 9 times 16 equals 144.00. And then we add up all 3 of those numbers. So 96.21 plus 53.96 plus 144. I get 294.17. And again, I want to write that number out as an equality. So 1 mole of aluminum sulfite is equal to 294.17 grams of aluminum sulfite. And there's my answer. Thank you very much. I hope you found this to be useful.